Hi, Clark. Thank you for coming on the
Thank
show
you,
or letting
Laurie.
me into your kitchen.
Thank you for having me.
This
Laurie.
is going to be so exciting. He's going to show us the trade secrets from the Dexter's hot side. So stay tuned. We'll be right back to get started.
What we're going to do is put a half a pound of butter
Oh, there we go.
in the pan. Melt that. And the garlic, just crush the garlic. It comes right out of the shell.
Did you see how he did that?
And we'll do it this
Do
time
it
too.
again.
And then it just pops right out of the shell.
That's right.
That's all you have to do. So we're going to chop the garlic real fine. And we're going to add one medium-sized onion.
Okay.
It comes out to about 3/4 of a cup. So we're also going to cut the onion fine, dice it fine.
Do you see how Clark's doing this? This man has gone to culinary school. This is obvious at this time, the way he does the onions. Mine never come out that fine, ever.
Butter is just about melted.
Yeah, looking good. And then melted butter. It could be worse.
After 3 or 4 minutes, all you do is take a piece of the onion, taste it, see, make sure it's soft. That's
Okay.
all. So you just want to make sure that's soft. So
There, see, that's helpful.
that has just a couple more minutes.
All right.
So while that's cooking for a couple more minutes, we're going to do our breadcrumbs
Okay, let me move these.
and our
They're
cracker
cooling down.
crumbs.
All right.
We're going to do, this is equivalent to about 20 milk crackers.
All right.
So what we're going to do is, this after it's chopped up will be about 2 cups of milk crackers.
Okay.
We're not going to do them all the ways because we're going to put in approximately six pieces of white bread.
Okay, and that's just any old white, or do you prefer Pepperidge Farm, or?
Any old white.
Okay.
Pepperidge Farm is what we use here.
All right.
And this will make about 4 cups of breadcrumbs.
Okay. And does it have to be stale? Can it be fresh?
No, it should be fresh.
All right.
You don't want to do it too fine.
Oh, great.
That's
Good,
about,
let's show them
just
what
about
this
where you
looks
want.
like. See the texture here? It's kind of like my pie crust before I push it all together. It's got big chunks, but it's nice and light and airy.
Now we're back to the stove. The onions and the garlic are ready. And we're going to add our seasoning. And this is celery salt, a teaspoon of celery salt, half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning,
Okay.
and half a teaspoon of onion powder.
Okay.
So we're just going to cook that for like 1 minute and turn the heat off.
Okay.
All right. Now we're just going to add the breadcrumbs.
All right.
This is a basic bread cracker crumb stuffing. You can add crab meat to this. You could add minced scallops, cooked minced scallops. You could add minced shrimp. You could add different kinds of cheeses to it.
Oh, wow.
And so you could make this. This is the basic bread cracker crumb stuffing.
Okay.
And the stuffing isn't only good for shrimp and lobsters, but it's good on haddock,
Oh, yeah.
on baked stuffed scallops, on baked cod. Now we're getting a nice texture where it's not too moist, it's not too dry.
Good.
And whatever you have left over, it can go in the freezer up to 6 months. You see how it will
Enough to hold it together.
enough to hold it together,
But not so it's soggy.
but
Those
not
are
so it's soggy.
perfect. So Clark has more tips and tricks to show you how to make delicious, perfect baked stuffed shrimp. And as you see, we're using the same crumbs as we used for the lobster. So these are, will you talk about the
U10,
size
all
and how
right.
you tell what they are? And,
This is a U10 shrimp, which means it's under 10 to a pound. You see a lot of times in the market 1620s. That means it's 1620 in a pound. That's usually used for cocktail shrimp. U10s, U12s, U15s are used for baked stuffed shrimp. I prefer to use a U10. It's just there's more meat in them. It's a better presentation. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the shrimp
all
from
right,
the back.
let's move that so we can
We're going to
see.
cut the shrimp from the back to the front.
And you're cutting on the outside like that.
Yeah.
And the shells are still on.
The shell
We're
is still
leaving
on.
the shells on.
Right. We're
So
going to
don't
cut
go
from,
and shell them.
right. Cut it back to front.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll do both of them here.
Leaving the tail intact and
we're
everything.
gonna
All
leave
you're
the
doing is
tail
slitting
intact.
the shell.
That's it. We're just splitting the
Okay.
shell. Okay. Now, I'm going to open them up, such, and take out the intestine tube. Get rid of that. Now, very important. These little flippers here, they're filled with the meat of the shrimp. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the meat away from them. We're not going to discard the shell. We're going to put it back. Now, what will happen is when you're baking it, the shell will protect the meat of the shrimp. So it'll keep it nice and moist. And so when you get through, all you have to do is cut the top of the shrimp. The shrimp will come out, just pull the shell away and throw the shell away. But it's very important that you take it away from the shell, because if you don't, when you bake it, then it's going to stick to the shell.
Okay, that's a
All right.
very good tip.
Now, then we're going to stuff them.
Okay.
So we're just going to take a handful of the stuffing, put it on the shrimp, like so, pat it down.
Yeah, you literally like press it in like
Right.
clay.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Now we're going to put these in the 375 oven also.
Okay.
They take about 12 minutes, 14 minutes.
Okay.
Something like that. So, because we're going to need lemon for the shrimp and the lobsters. So we cut the ends off the lemon, cut it in half, and then we'll cut it in each half into thirds. Now, this is the important part. We're going to take the membrane, this right here, we're going to take that off. So now, when you squeeze a lemon, the juice is just going to come out in this area right here. So there we have it.
It's been 15 minutes, and according to Clark, the way you know they're done is that the crumbs are nice and brown. Well, I'm about ready to dive into these big stuffed shrimp. How about you?
I'm ready. I'm ready when you're.
Thank you,
are.
Clark, for showing us the little tricks and tips on how to make the perfect big stuffed shrimp. And just one bite of this is going to bring me right back to the hearth side.
You're welcome, Laurie.
Thank you.